Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched.
I didn't
Getting a
remember
scan.
that.
Pathfinder. Scans confirm the damaged shuttle trail leads to a landing site on Kadara's surface.
Okay. Head to Aya. I'm sorry. I'm gonna head to Aya to fix a few things, or at least set some things in motion first. Like, Aya is a pretty world. It really is. God. That's important. Yeah, this is the Angara world. I'm here to set a few things in motion and just progress some loyalty missions, as well as look at this.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
You have to be an expert.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
I'm a social anthropologist with a linguistics background. Close enough for Director Tan. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
Blue space lesbians, always great for diplomacy.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but None of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
Okay.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll
Agreed.
take whatever they're willing to give.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Convince people to live on the Nexus and end the dispute before it gets worse. Got it. Don't invite yourself over. Walk around, see if we can find the Solarian. Yep, that's a Solarian.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Simmer down.
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course.
Oh,
I was
one of
measuring the
these.
photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
What else did he say?
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a ket. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Being kind to this guy is not going to help. Being clinical is probably the best.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
You're a douche.
Sam, what's this?
A decontamination console for visitors to the Med Center. Touch the start pad to use it. I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
It is.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I'm here to listen.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well, until now.
We upset the balance.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
It's okay.
I believe you. And I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Got it. I don't agree with the system either, but if you have a place with limited resources and it's the center of your resistance operations, you kind of need to keep it restricted. I think that was kind of I think they were told about, but they didn't completely understand the impact it would have, to be fair. Ooh. Geralt.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating, and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
I think at some point they would have to, but given how large Angara families are, I think they'd be fine. They're technically civilian, and you don't want to separate children from parents, so I think it only applies to single Angara, which makes sense. But that's just a guess. Anyway, she's scared of that. Should I be honest and say there are no guarantees, or you bet? I only have one shot at this. Really need to know. Just gonna be honest. I don't know if being honest here is gonna be good or bad. We also know there's a contagion going around, but we don't know which will affect the Angara. Ah. So no guarantees, or you bet? Like, yeah, you bet. Okay, you bet.
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
That failed. That one needs to be professional, apparently. Okay, fuck, that means no. Yeah. That was an odd one. Nope. I'm just gonna take it the way it is. Let's listen to him.
You're one of Ambassador Reala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You know what, this one was gonna go professional because this is... use technology. Or is it the hard... Ugh. I'm not sure if the reload mechanic will work. So, yes, let's use technology.
You'll have ways to send them text messages and comm transmissions.
I want contact with the people I love. You offer machines. Not good enough, Pathfinder.
Really, that's just a dick response. Seriously. Ugh. Let's see if I can reload that, because that one pissed me off. Load game. Nope. Game. Load game. Aha, let's see if this will work. Let me talk to her.
I'll try to get my family's permission to live on the Nexus, but I'm not hopeful.
Okay, I'm gonna leave her the way that was, but him, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna take one loss because I will gladly take that loss, but not this one. This one was bullshit. You asked a valid question.
You're one of Ambassador Reala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
That's up to you.
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
Okay, we got one. I hope we can get this last one.
Ambassador Reala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
Sure.
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
That one went really easy. Agreed. I will take 2 out of 3. That's a victory. 2 males, so what? Missed out on 1 female. There are other Angaran females that will join. We need more blue lesbians.
Director Tan is pleased with the Angara you sent to the Nexus. Thank you for your help. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Oh,
Do you know about the Visal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
I say make room back home.
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director Tan immediately.
Goodbye.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
We had a conversation with their back to my head. Where is PB? PB drunk. PB is drunk.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
Ha, you've been drinking.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now.
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, writer. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
The Angara have questions.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Don't sweat it.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
That's awfully understanding of you, Ryder. You're a good egg. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Being homeless. PB, what would we do without you?
If I should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Ooh, let's just keep calm.
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket.
He risked his life to...
Sloan Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
Kadara is a bad example.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's hope.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Okay, do what I needed to. Yeah, they need to cut down the xenophobia a bit. Scared of things.
PB said she wanted to talk to you.
Of course PB wants to talk to me. I'm an interesting person.
Oh, come on, think. Think! I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder, shit. You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
Let's find an answer.
What's your usual solution?
Usually, I cut bait. Scram, strike out on my own. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for two.
Sure?
You're willing to share? I won't cramp your style?
Let's find out.
All right, I'm in.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. Oh, this hits the spot. Ryder?
Yeah?
There's something else that would relax me.
What's that?
You haven't taken the bait yet, but I'm not afraid of rejection. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
A bang, bang, bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang, 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 bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. You know what? I'll do it just because you're harassing me to do it. I'm giving it to peer pressure.
That'll be fun.
Okay then. Say no more.
Oh, you mean... now?
Oh,
Here?
no, here.
You do know what say no more means, right? Huh.
Whoa.
Huh. Oh, we're floating right into the,
Ouch. Who cares?
Ow!
Ow.
No strings. Right, Ryder?
No strings.
Zero G sex was a thing, apparently. Oh god. Yeah, it was... Let's see... Nickel, graphite, lithium, nope. Well, it was no strings, but I will kill you if that happened. And I have to go for PB.
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
Let's have what's it.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
What about your mom?
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
Really? Wow, you have a shit mom.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
Ugh. Lag again? Are your settings on high or something?
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Because I have it set to 720 standard, I think. Oh, hang on. Oof. let's head to Eladin. Could say that twice. Let me try something. No, I can't change that. Okay, so... You know, I have it set to 720 on mine, just, increase the quality a bit, not a lot, but... Oh wait, I need to check something. Wow, you're over 2 minutes behind.
VidCon channels are ready, Pathfinder.
Okay. Okay, I didn't really have much done. Let's hear the distress call. Yeah, because that's really weird. That it would drop you to, like, almost 3 minutes behind. Immediately, like, that's ridiculous lag.
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
This is the Initiative Outpost Prodromos on Eos. We're in need of assistance. Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you. Going dark until it's resolved. We're not giving up Eos again. Out.
Vague.
Could use more information than just hostiles and the worry of escalation.
Could be he's worried it's not a simple attack. If someone's willing to risk attacking Prodromos, your first outpost...
They're trying to make a point. That's the last we heard? Nothing else?
No rider, but also no alarms. The orbital buoy isn't showing any major traffic. Bradley's military, all about the prep. I bet it's a brownout to present less of a target.
Keep the nav fresh. I'll be on the bridge soon.
Understood.
Oh, that's part of job. I say we help Prodromos, just so they don't, you know, nothing bad happens. Oh, what's this?
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector. What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
Okay. I'm gonna go to the planet and protect Prodromos.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
Okay. We need to find Bradley.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there. But hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad.
Shiny dot.
What do I even do?
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
Not
We've
bad.
had raids. With all our scientific gizmos, we expected pirates. But not this.
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical build-up in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
I mean Rokar. That's why I called you instead of raising the alarm. An attack on our first outpost? Can you imagine how the Nexus would react? That's what the Rokar want. I'm nobody's fool.
Oof.
I'm sure we can check it out without drawing too much attention.
You're the person for the job. I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal.
Okay. Investigate attack site, which is way out there. Got it. Where is my car? I'm about 20 seconds behind, that's not bad.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Crap. Do you think they might have found an Ark?
We need an up-close scan. I think that's Ket tech. Stay alert.
You're a long way from the flock, little duck.
Little duck? Who is this?
Someone who's got work for you. Come to my nav point, if you think you're up for it.
Shall we, little duck? That is not becoming a thing. Whoa. The Ket built all this? They don't just have a base here. This is a stronghold.
The BlackRock signal comes and goes. You've evened out the weather, but I wouldn't call reception clear. EOS still feels frontier. Claimed, but not tamed, we like to say.
I think dealing with the, Rokar is a bit more important.
Feels more like a home, but it's still mostly hard work.
EOS will have holidays, once we figure out the seasons.
Not exactly a Christmas-type planet. Looks like Ket machinery.
But you've never had Christmas in Arizona?
This remnant site has defenses.
Almost at BlackRock Tand.
Ryder, there is no doubt it's a Rokar signal.
Understood. Eyes open.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I'm not saying arcs aren't important, but there's an immediate attack coming.
Bradley was right. Rokar on site.
Monitoring. They'll hold some in reserve.
Good to know.
Okay. Kill. Yeah, the Rokar are Angaran fanatics. Think of the Rokar as Angara Cerberus. Only less professional.
Y'all, are we clear?
You're clear. Still reading Bradley's signal.
Right. Let's see what they were protecting.
Be careful. I doubt this was about piracy.
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
A Roka strategy rider. The scout would have placed a beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Axul exactly where to strike.
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
Can't let this happen again.
I'm not walking away. This is my house.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
Give them an outpost.
If they want to attack an outpost, we'll use their beacon and let them. Then finish the job.
The comm array at Site 2 is still intact. You could broadcast from there.
Everyone get that? Rokar welcoming party at Site 2.
Wait, let me see if I can upgrade the drone more. Plenty of health, give more damage. And I can give it, missiles or electric beam.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. No. Hang on. Okay, there we are. Missiles are fun. I like that response. When aren't missiles fun? Hang on. Okay.
going.
Sam, you have a location for this Rokar beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2 communications array.
Well, let's not keep Axul waiting.
Nav point marked for Rokar signal upload.
Be ready. It'll draw them right to you.
We know this place. They don't.
They can't have it.
Never trust a what man?
Starting Rokar signal upload.
You died protecting it.
Human, I told you you'd know soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold it till they're on the ground.
I can wait for this.
Get ready to fight!
Kill.
Nice work.
Okay, hitting over there.
Not sure what's worse. This or dying slow like promise.
Happy thought.
Attack on resilience was bad, but damn.
Initiative's not military. They weren't...
Don't stop!
God, I'm lagging a bit. Okay, got ambushed from every side possible.
You got it.
Human, I told you you'd know soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold it till they're on the ground.
I can wait for this.
He died protecting this outpost, and we left it.
We'll make it right, Liam.
Where's Liam? Shit. It's shooting.
Loading ammo!
Not sure what's worse. This or dying slow like promise.
Happy thoughts, Liam.
Where are the ammo packs? Nearly out of ammo.
Get support! Good job!
The attack on resilience was bad, but damn.
Initiative's not military. They weren't prepared for an ambush.
This site is a decoy. Rally at these coordinates.
They're onto us. Where are they going?
God. Oh God, what is... Yeah, we still are.
Oxul, the Pathfinder is coming. Motherless. Everyone prepare to defend.
Sounds like they're losing their support.
Get support!
Oh God! Oh, come on, game! Literally, that thing advanced faster than anything else I've seen in this game.
hard today, and we'll be ready next time. Come to Prodromos, Pathfinder. We owe you. Again.
That was a very big mech boy.
Kept machines up ahead.
Pathfinder, another deceased colonist.
That responsibility thing. It's about my sister, isn't it?
Good sleuthing, Sherlock. Gold star.
Your mouth's gonna get your ass in trouble.
My mouth didn't drag a kid to Andromeda.
Screw you, Costa. She had a choice.
Some choice. Lose you or come here. Crazy how upbeat she is, considering.
Stay out of my shit and don't talk to my sister.
Oof. Okay, this was a bit more organic.
Got them all.
Oh, I think this was the cave.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan. That looks like Ket tech.
I'm gonna say that was a big lag spike.
Looks like they found it drifting and brought it here.
I'm not able to extrapolate point of origin, Pathfinder.
But the Ark could be intact, like the Hyperion.
Let's hope so.
Wonder if there's anything hidden away back here.
These caves could be a good shelter, if people need it.
At least it's cooler in here.
Pathfinder?
The Rokar attack is over.
We'll know what to watch for in the future. It can't just be this old man and his hunches. Special thanks to our friend Jarl. It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
Trust is the way forward.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
A little shell-shocked. Can't blame them.
Maybe I should say something?
If you like.
Time and time again, you've shown yourselves competent, and this was no exception. The infrastructure you've built, the skills you've developed, despite adversity, you remain a model for the cluster.
So, when do we get back to work?
No approval asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your people, Ryder.
Wait, I gotta do that again. Okay, that just...
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Gil's been asking if you can come by.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Wrong one. Getting more from Axul.
VidCon channels are ready, Pathfinder.
Jarl, I'm in the meeting room.
Right behind you, Ryder. Pulling up the message.
Jarl Amadarav, you always were a short-sighted fool. Helping an outsider instead of your own people. You're unfit to bear your family's name.
What an asshole. God, so many emails. You don't want to look at my email.
Okay, this guy's really starting to piss me off.
He always was a Veshanon.
Vesha what?
Someone pleased with his own shit.
We've
never gotten along.
He's jealous of you. You need to be careful.
I'm still learning about Angara, but that sounded more personal than a childhood rivalry.
He's too smart to attack me directly. Axul wants us to do something reckless. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
Oh, we have a message from Addison.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director? What are you talking about?
Identified as ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized. But we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how is it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the exiles. That was a big loss.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers.
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
Oh no, we didn't.
Of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
We can head to Eldon now. Not that I have time. You're heading to... You're headed to New Krogan homeworld. Yeah, that's all I need on that one.
Sam, send Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drac, we're landing on Eldon to rendezvous with Jorgel Strux.
On my way.
Where is this meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
I bet.
91% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
They really went heavy on the desert thing.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
Ania runs this place. I don't know her, but I've heard things.
Think you're tough?
My people consider Eladin uninhabitable, but she manages to make a life here. Somehow.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Hey, hey! Welcome, welcome. Come this way. Follow me. That's a fancy ship, all right.
Okay.
It's very strange.
Stop shushing me. Strux should be leader of Chanka.
Don't have to be so loud about it.
Are you Jorgal Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
I'm the Pathfinder from the Nexus. You asked me to meet you here?
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
We value the Krogan.
Losing the Krogan was a big deal to a lot of us in the Initiative. Some of my best friends are Krogan.
That's right. I didn't want to leave the Nexus, but I needed to support my people and my clan. So, there's problems at the colony. It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morta's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
Drac disagrees.
Drac trusts Morta, and I trust Drac.
Hearn, Morta's leading the colony for a reason. She's tough, but that's good. You're not there, Drac. Morta is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Really?
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morta's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
Makes sense.
We need the Krogan, and the Krogan need us. We all came to Andromeda as one. We should at least try to fix this.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morta ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravenar Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Here's my thing. Krogan in opposite clans, I tend not to trust them. Unless they were Clan Urdnot, I tend not to trust any other clan.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
50 degrees centigrade?
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
So, Eladin. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The Remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned?
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan colony.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Sinkholes. Sounds fun.
Not really. Eladin is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad.
We'll get onto that mission after this. Missiles.
Your history's interesting. How many times did your people save the rest of the Milky Way species?
One too many for some of us.
Temperature levels are climbing,
Sam,
Pathfinder.
has it gotten even hotter?
Heat index is climbing rapidly. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Scavenger tech ahead. They'll be looking for scrap here.
So, Morta's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
Amazing or crazy? And the Krogan seem to be a bit of both.
New Tuchanka coming up. Move along. No outsiders. He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morta.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor. Think I'm a traitor too? Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help. Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in. But Drac, didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morta knows you're here. Good. Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough to just stroll in here.
Hey, I am tough.
Seeing if you'll take the bait.
down a few levels.
You taste something different about the rim call? I think it's Aeneas water.
Been out in the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there.
Saw the work
They'll kill you for
straight through an old ship.
Yeah, let's go this way for a second.
Get away from Lord. Get away from Lord.
With him first, because it seems important.
Get away from Lord.
You Ravenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Later.
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
Let's just relax.
You mean that? Because it doesn't sound like you mean that.
You're right. I don't. You weren't there when the Council species on the Nexus banded together to screw over the Krogan. Again. New galaxy, same crap.
I'd just like you to give me, personally, the benefit of the doubt.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
No, we did not. We're gonna deal with the spender thing first. And then we're gonna get on to the contagion.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you. Only regret. Watch. The Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
Goodbye, Overlord Morda.
A pleasure catching up with the new Krogan hierarchy. See you soon.
And I'm just gonna grab...
Morda's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah. Maybe.
She's plainly said the Nexus will pay.
Think we'll have to go back
talk
to
to
Neo?
Brank before we freak out.
No.
I'm gonna get this information and move on to the next mission.
Ravenor Brank.
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Spit out what you know, and I'll take it from there.
Okay, okay. I said quiet, not rude.
What?
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core. That's Tech. Can Krogan use that? What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Thanks, Frank.
Kinda just what I wanted to hear. Now we're gonna get back to Drac, and we're gonna do his mission.
Sorry, Pathfinder. No outsiders in the family quarters.
At least the scavengers haven't attacked.
Probably something similar to the Mass Effect engines, probably antimatter. Keep in mind, it's not hard to... Keep in mind, every starship, if their power core is damaged, will explode.
Drac, sir, you're here.
Settle down a second, Hark.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Eladon's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
What happened exactly?
How did they steal the transport?
I had the security system off while I was transferring a new sample, and, well, they snuck in from the far side. Morda thinks Vorn took transport for a sample run. I didn't tell her otherwise.
If she finds out what really happened, she'll fry your quads over a low fire.
I know. Thank you so much for helping me.
We're ready.
Let's go.
My coordinates should drop you just close enough to sneak in.
What are we walking into?
A group of Nexus exiles. They're hiding out in an old complex up there.
Nexus exiles. Friends of yours, Drac?
We made a lot of friends during the mutiny. Guess we'll find out.
No, I'm actually going to change my loadout a bit here, just, Wow, that's bullshit. What is what?
our visit a surprise as long as possible.
Until we shoot them all. Right, Ryder?
Yes, Drac. Until we shoot them all.
This place is a dump.
What do you mean?
They don't even have a lookout on the back door.
Most people wouldn't complain.
Be nice to have some kind of challenge. It's the least they could do, making us come all the way out here to kick their sorry asses.
Over there. Guessing that's the colony's transport?
Yeah, that's it. The seed vault better still be on board.
And if it's not?
I tear this place and everyone in it apart until we find it.
It's a plan.
I thought I had more... Oh. I could have sworn I had more pistols than that. Guess I didn't.
This place is pathetic. Told you so. These guys are barely worth the ammo. You shouldn't have jacked our transport. In my sleep.
Drac, your passion for combat is admirable.
Haha, not much about me that isn't.
If you say so.
Drac is a fun guy, though.
Sam, can you clear up that comm signal?
I will attempt to do so.
Around! We got a problem!
Get it together! Stop them! Wait, did I hear a roll?
Does that mean Spender is involved?
It'd explain how they got the codes to the transport. Aron, we're gonna have a friendly little chat, you and I.
Looks like someone's holding a grudge.
I'll teach him a thing or two about how to hold it.
Oh, that was dirty.
About time they got organized.
You get way too happy with people shooting you. A lot of interference down here.
Find your quads yet?
Oh God. Okay. Those are weird in general.
How about you learn to aim first? You could do better than that. This is just sad. You have no idea what you're in for.
They're getting better at this.
Says you. Poor refinery. Been centuries since I've seen anything like this. Stop hiding and fight, you quatless bastards!
Go track.
Is that the emergency, General? Let's worry about it when we're not being shot at. Over there. I see a path on the other side. Maybe if we move this, we can get through.
Cutscene.
They are regrouping. Like that's gonna help. Hello? Can you hear me out there? I know that voice. It's our botanist, Vorn. Pathfinder, Drac, it's you. No wonder the pirates said they need reinforcements.
Why are you here?
I was on the ship doing inventory when the pirates stole it. It happened so fast I couldn't warn anyone. Right, quit messing around and get down here. I would, but I had to lock myself in one of the containers to keep them away. Pretty sure they want me dead right now. Of course they're warming up for liftoff. We don't have time for this.
Guess they figured out why we're here.
We can't let them get away. Colony's doomed without the vault on that transport.
They are determined to take us down.
Transport or Vorn. We've got to make a move here.
Oh. Ah!
Stay calm, we got this.
You know what the colony needs. Just point us in the right direction, and we'll get things done.
We need the seed vault, but it's useless without the kid.
Then we go get him.
Vorn, we're headed your way.
Yeah, save the kid. Save the cheerleader. Save the world. That's my guess. Here we go.
is closer.
Back in my day, Krogan asked for permission before they went in and started courting. They didn't just hop into things without the proper clan traditions. Kids these days, no damn manners.
Okay. Weird, but okay.
Tyrone! Get over here so we can talk.
I don't think so, Krogan. Stealing a transport was just step one. We're gonna destroy everything you care about.
There's only one thing getting destroyed here today, and that's you. And this place. And also your boss. And probably your entire crew. So a lot of things are getting destroyed here, actually, and all of them are yours!
Oh, Drac.
We find Vorn, then the transport, then I deal with the roll.
Never mentioned Vorn.
Clan botanist. Kid's real good at making things grow. But he has no survival instincts at all. Miracle. He made it to adulthood.
Useless. 25,000 credits.
Vorn, update. They're just shooting at the door. So far, it's not doing much.
These guys are horrible bandits.
I think you're getting closer.
So actually, a lot of things are getting destroyed, but most of them are yours.
Yeah, this place was a major operation back in the day. Looks like it's been out of commission in a long time now.
Yeah. Freaking hiccups. It's still a little glitchy, but otherwise, it's functional.
Vorn's comm signal is up there.
The faces actually move.
Wait, my right, your left.
Over here. Anyone out there?
Oh.
Hi, guys. Let's go. Watch out! No!
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. What were you thinking? Why would you do something like that?
He was going to shoot you.
The colony can survive just fine without me. But without you and what's in your full head, there's no future for our people.
You're always talking like you're expendable, but you're not. We need you. You're not just some old soldier. We know what we lost because you lived it. I need to get some stuff before we go. You talk to him.
You do tend to get a little reckless in combat when things get personal.
I won't let anything happen to my clan, Ryder.
You won't be much good to them if you're dead.
Quads, not you too. We don't have time for this. We have a transport to get.
Okay.
I'm ready to go. You stay right here. I'm not telling Cash you died like an idiot. Yeah, this'll do. Incoming! Hi.
Okay.
Drac, the seatbelt is still on the transport. I hit the locks before they caught me.
Good thinking with those locks, Born.
Thank you, sir.
Don't get too cocky. You still got caught.
Yes, sir.
You done yet?
More are joining the battle.
Should be fun.
The bounty is now at 30,000 credits. 40,000, seriously, please. Why aren't they dead yet?
I don't know if this is serious.
Yeah, well, it sucks to be him right now.
Looks like a mech suit.
Not gonna be much use to anyone in that condition.
There's the transport. Bourne, override the controls and keep the docking clamps shut. We'll cover you.
Okay.
Never mind the bounty, just kill them all!
Hard to get a good shot in this rain.
Transport still there?
For now.
I think they're letting up.
Canada, we killed them all.
Looks like we spoke too soon.
Finally, something I can sink my rounds into.
So, can you get out of the way? Freaking stupid piece of shit. Motherfucker. I'm gonna be dead soon.
Just kill them all!
Hard to get a good shot in this range.
Transport still there?
For now.
Data, we killed them all.
Looks like we spoke too soon.
Finally, something I can sink my rounds into.
That is a lot of pirates.
Guess they weren't all broken.
They will be soon. Where were they hiding you? One down.
Now it's a Romans.
Over here, guys.
Okay.
So what now?
We find a Rome.
Looks like we're done here.
Don't move.
You,
I'm taking this transport.
Think it through.
Arone, you don't know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing, Pathfinder. Don't you worry.
I'm not the one you need to worry about right now.
I have a bad feeling.
I'll just wait. Oh my god.
Wait, don't come any closer. It'll affect anyone who isn't Krogan. It's pretty strong stuff. Time to take out the trash.
Oh, yay.
My first live specimen test. Doesn't last long, but it sure works fast.
there! You're just bluffing!
Did you really just say that?
No, wait! No, don't let me go!
He might be useful.
We need to know what Spender's up to. Besides, there's gotta be a line somewhere.
Figured you'd say that. Fine. Take him back to the Nexus it is. It's still not nearly as fun as dropping him.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll tell you everything I know.
Shut up, you quadless little shit. We're letting you live. For now. Let's get this transport back to where it belongs.
You're not expendable, Drac.
We are not having this conversation.
I don't know. No harm hearing him out.
I hate you all. Let me be old and cranky in peace already.
Spoken like an old cranky man. Let this load in, and I'll end the stream. Just reaching my limit for today. Take them on, load in. Why is it taking so long to load in? I think I'm in a dead screen. Oh god, this is a dead screen. Yep. I have to end the stream just to fix this. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, I don't care. I gotta fix this.